I come to y'all making this video today to express my appreciation for the Nissan Skyline. As y'all know, my R32 is like my fucking baby, and I finally unlocked the 1999 V-Spec version R34, and I put it right to use. But I kept it base level in the B class and just turned it into a Drift Pro car. This has been basically my stream of content as of recently. Haven't felt like really doing no races, and I've just been trying to perfect my drifting. And honestly, this is not a bad car for the class. Speed isn't eye-popping, but it does enough just to be able to slide. But I will say I can be as heavy on like the turning of the car to get into my drifts as I want to be, and it doesn't spin out of control. Like when I'm with my S Plus Sylvia K, that hoe definitely spins out of control when I'm trying to like basically like hard turn to initiate my drift. But this, I can kind of swing it as far as I want and be able to swing back to start another drift when I'm like going through like a twisty type of turn. But yeah, the car has been fucking magnificent. I'm thinking about taking it to see how it would fare and running it in a drag playlist. But I feel like anything above B class is gonna get fucking glitchy, because you got people bringing supercars down to A plus, and it's like that's just weak as hell to me. I just feel like if you're gonna go with a A or a B class car, or even an A plus, do cars that's gonna make sense for those classes, instead of trying to use supercars in playlists and classes that don't need to be that. Like really, like don't cheat the fucking game. Outside of that, as you can see, kind of lost my traction here. And I'm not gonna lie, the RX-7, the dude in the RX-7 was giving me a pretty good fight. Now, bro that had the stock car, obviously, I feel like he was just here for the vibes, and he was just trying to give a steady comp. But again, thank you for your service, but we didn't need you in this event. This is really a two-man fucking race as we go through this playlist. And it's crazy because I had built the car like the night before and tried to get into a playlist, but nobody joined, so I just took my ass to bed. I think I'm starting to figure it out. I've been watching videos from Black Panther. That's really been my main source of like intel for like drifting. And another YouTuber, I think his name is Cray. He's been another inspiration of like how I built my cars. And then I also used you guys, my subs, everybody that tunes into these videos that have given suggestions in the comment section of like how I should build the cars, what parts I should use, and I've kept it pretty simple. I think with the build, I did not touch the gearbox, so I didn't go from 4 to 5 speed. I think I just left it at 5 speed, or it automatically starts off at 5 speed. So I really didn't touch it or take it down. I just left it where it was. Elite neutral suspension again, because like I said, this is like you need a good base to basically let the car do what it's supposed to do. Drift Pro tires, B class, we didn't touch much. We didn't worry about speed that much. I think I upgraded my fuel system upper class, and then that was just about it. And then from here, it was just aesthetics, you know, white paint for the body, medium sized wing, nice little diffuser underneath, blue underglow. And I used the rims that I got from the Speed Pass. Still debating if the premium Speed Pass is like worth getting. So I'm just really reaping the free rewards. I already got my BMW Touring Country. I already got that, but I'm debating if I want to upgrade to get the Mustang, because I think I've unlocked 2 versions of it, the regular one and like the tricked out one, the Need for Speed Underground tricked out one. So it's kind of like I kind of want to go that route, kind of don't. It's just touch and go with it. Second race, obviously we start off again. I'm trying to get into my drift early, and I like the way that the RX-7 is built. Little wide body action, got the tires popping out like crazy. But again, I went wide into this drift to give myself a good ass angle, and for good reason. Mad I didn't really keep the multiplier there, but kind of wanted to, like, I guess you could say, contain myself and not spin out of control. For B class, I guess you could say this map makes sense. I just wish that they would keep updating the playlist to give us more events, like more Drift Pro events. It's supposed to be like the hot thing on the game right now. So why not give us updated maps, updated list, instead of just not updating it at all? Because once you go through it a couple times, it's like at that point you're just really trying to up your high score, which is what I've been doing. This is my first time doing the B playlist event, so this was kind of like a new experience to see, and it was just exciting in the moment. And I just want y'all to know I'm doing this at like fucking 4 in the morning. Don't know how the fuck I'm pulling it off, but literally am doing some fucking supreme drifting here. Again, not spin out of control. As y'all can see that I'm turning the car wide as fuck. I think I've only fucked up once, and I think it's because I fucked up my angle. Now that right there, that's the only thing that fucked me up, because my car spun out because I hit the curb while I'm doing a drift. So that kind of makes your car kind of turn more than it needs to. As long as you stay on the road, I think you'll be straight. That's really it. So I think most spin outs happen from like going up to like leveling ground. At that point, couldn't avoid the fucking car. That's a pedestrian, so I just had to, make do. And what's crazy, I'm still in this hole. Like, I'm not allowing bro to pull away at all. That's ahead of me. But I do think that fucking up early kind of, and like, it disrupted my multiplier. So ultimately it fucked me out of like winning this race against bro. As you can see, like, I see the timer, so I'm kind of trying to pick up the pace to kind of get my multiplier as much as I can get it up. But at the end of the day, like, running out of real estate, yeah, I just ran out of time. That's it. I lost by 2K. So obviously, going into the last round, gotta pull out a win, gotta pull out a stop. And yeah, solar cycle. Again, first time doing this event, this playlist with this class and this car. Because, I want to kind of unlock all the Nissans, because I'm a huge Nissan fan. 350Z, 370Z, 350Z, I can't think of the actual name, but the updated 350Z. You got the 2009 edition, and then I think you got the 2009 edition. Then you got like the updated edition from like 2016. I also like the prototype too, even though it's kind of built funny. But I think now that you have so if you look at my old Need for Speed videos, I built the prototype to be more like a drift car, but drifting in fucking Need for Speed was so. Well, actually, no. I built it to be a drift car / racing car, but the only flaw with Need for Speed Heat was that with that particular car, like, trying to do like grip turns was not working at all. Like, handling with that car would piss me off, so I just stopped using it. It was there for aesthetic. So I'm gonna build another one once I unlock it, just to see like if it's changed and it works better in this game due to the updated mechanics. And if it does, I'll be able to work with the car a lot more. But I do think this Skyline R34, like the R32, would definitely be good in S class and maybe even S plus class, just by how it handles right now. I feel like any class it's only gonna get better as it goes up classes. Like, if you go up to A and you go up to A plus, it's going to get better. Like, this is a good car to use if you're trying to. I feel like if you're just starting out with Drift Pro tires, then I would use this car. I would use this car or the RX-7. As I unlock more cars, given that I like barely had just gotten into online play, like, I didn't feel like grinding. If you want to keep it a bean, like I did not see the purpose of grinding in online, so that's why I was not on there like that. Like I was just playing offline, but then they made the speed pass to where you could level up offline. And then when they added the Drift Pro events, I was like, shit, let me get in here. Let me build my R32 back up. You know, paying homage to Initial D. Shout out to the Night Kids. And then we was just gonna go from there. But yeah, not gonna lie, like got some ground to cover here. Definitely got some ground to cover here. I was fucking up a little bit early. I'm always checking for the score, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm not like off target, so I'm not getting left in the fucking dust, because I just refuse to get beat by this dude. Even though he's in the RX-7, I fuck with it. I just refuse to get bested like that. Even if it is my first time using the car, I feel like at this point I've built enough rapport in these playlists to know what the fuck I'm doing, to know what I gotta do. Now, what I was trying to try out was the chaining, like the continuous drift that Black Panther was playing with. But I really don't know how to keep the hell going, because it's like as you start to turn your car, it's like the drift doesn't hold. And I feel like you shouldn't get penalized if you're sliding how you supposed to. Like it should keep your multiplier going. But I guess I just gotta keep playing with it more to try to keep that continuous drift going. And then I'm gonna go back to Black Panther's video just to see like how he was doing it, to see if I can replicate, because I do good with visual aids. That way I can go and like duplicate what somebody else is doing. That also helps me in these events when I first start off, because when I'm twin drifting, I'm kind of like getting the feel for how the other person is drifting, and then I incorporate that into my own drift style just to rack up points. Again, as you can see, it's very tightly contested here, very tightly contested. But again, sense of urgency, I'm already starting to pick it up, and I'm already starting to like keep my composure through these drifts, finding my line as much as possible. Even though I'm going off the road a little bit, still making it happen. 83%, so we're kind of at the home stretch now. Kind of at the home stretch. Again, he's up by 13K at this point. And this is where, like, when I see that, I know he's crossed the finish line. So now I'm more confident, especially at this point, because I know, like, I can rack up the most points here. I got my multiplier up, so I'm just trying to go for style points. I already know I'm beating him. I know I'm beating him. And as you can see, I've overtook the lead. I'm gonna walk away with the W pretty smoothly. As always, if you like these videos, you leave a like, you comment, subscribe. Definitely let me know what you want to see next from me. Definitely let me know what you thought of the video and what I could improve. And I will catch y'all next time I drop a Need for Speed Heat video.